In this lecture, we're going to look at swipe view and page indicator controls. We're basically going to let the user swipe through pages to select one page or another. And on the UI, we are going to put a page indicator to let the user know which page they are at and allow the user to navigate quickly to one specific page. Let's go to Qt Creator and play with us. Okay, here we are. We are going to create a new project. It's a Qt quick application. We call it SwipeView Page Indicator Demo. Hit Next. Choose our Qt version. And we want to choose the desktop kit. I recommend running this on Android because this project is a little bit fun. But if you don't have your virtual device around, you can only run on desktop. That's fine too. Hit Next. We are going to change this title. I think this is a good time to go to the documentation and look at these components. We're going to type page indicator. Okay, you see that this is a Qt quick control component. And it gives you things like this. In this case, we are at page 3, and you see that the dot is not like the others. It is black, while the others are gray. This is what this control does, and this is how you really use it. You can use it with multiple components. This is how you define your page indicator. We're going to play with this in a minute. And if we look at the swipe view control, it also comes from Qt Quick Controls, and it allows you to navigate through pages. Okay, so what we're going to do is import Qt Quick Controls. The 2.4 version. And down here, we're going to put a swipe view control. We want to give it an ID. And we want it to fill the parent. At the bottom of the swipe view, we want to put a page indicator component. We want to give it an ID. And we want to stick it to the bottom of the window. We're going to say anchors bottom, parent, bottom. And we are going to put a bunch of properties that are specific to the page indicator. The first one is going to be current index. We want it to know which page it is at. And the way you do that, you give it the current index for the swipe view. We're going to say swipe view current index, because the swipe view has this property too. If you look there and go up, you're going to see that this container inherits container. And if we go to the container component, we're going to have current index. Okay, so this property is available to us in the swipe view and page indicator components. We want these to be interactive. We want the user to be able to click it. We need to tell it how many pages it is dealing with. And the way you do that, you use the count property. And the count is the same as the count in the swipe view component. So we're going to say swipe view ID count. We also need the swipe view to know the current index. So we're going to say current index equals page indicator ID current index. Okay, they take data from each other. So the result of this is going to be that if the user changes the current page from the swipe view, the page indicator is going to know. And if you change the current page from the page indicator, the swipe view is going to know. Now that we have the swipe view and its basic properties set up, we need to give it the content to show, because right now it doesn't have anything to show. To make this a little bit fun, I am going to put in a few image components. The source is going to be an image from the internet. We're going to start with images from the internet, and then we're going to save them locally so that you can play with this a little more. Let's copy this a couple of times. say image 2 here and image 3. I am going to grab a few images from our website. I am going to go to the blog and choose this blog entry. And I am going to choose these images I can use. Okay. So I am going to select this image and copy image location. I'm going to come back to Qt Creator and paste in the location of that image. These images are numbered in increasing order. So I'm going to paste here again and say 2 and 3. Okay, let's run to see what we have. We're going to have a swipe view to the top and a page indicator to the bottom. Okay, you see that our thing is loading and you have the image here. I like this. But our page indicator is not centered. So we should go back and look at it and see if we did that. No, we didn't center it. So we're going to say encores horizontal center, parent, horizontal center. Just like this. Run again. This is better. Wait a minute, the image is going to load. It is here. We can swipe left and right to go through the images. We can also select through the page indicator. This is really good. I think this is the most fun application we've done in this course, and I like it better. Okay, now that we are getting these images from the internet, I want to also do the same, but get the images from the resource folder. I am going to comment the source property out so that you have the same thing. And you can try to load images from elsewhere. It is going to work. I am going to put another source property here. Okay, the first thing I want to do is to go where my project is stored. I'm going to right click on main.qml and choose show in Explorer. It's going to open where my project is stored. I'm going to create a folder inside, call it images. I am going to open the folder and paste in the images that I have prepared. Okay, if you look, it is the same images that we had from the internet. The next thing I want to do is to add a new resource file that is going to contain those images. So I'm going to go to the resources folder, add new, choose Qt and choose resource file. We've done this before. Hit next, next. We don't want any prefix, so we're going to select add prefix. Take this out and hit enter. And we're going to add files to this resource file of ours. We're going to select the 3 images. And when we do that, they became available here. We need to save this, come back to our main QML file, and we can say images, and you see that they appear. Okay, images 2, we want the second one, and here we say images 3.png. Let's run again. And now you see that the images are loaded instantly because they are local. Okay, but it looks the same. There is no visual difference between loading the image from the internet and loading it locally. I just wanted you to see different ways to do the same thing. This covers all I had to say in this lecture. In the next one, we're going to look at the progress bar Qt Quick control. I'll see you there.